Hi, my name is Stuart, and I help people and horses really be able to understand how to better move their bodies. What I find is a lot of people have learned a lot of things as children, and they have developed old habit patterns that take them into funny, interesting postures that were good then but are not so good now. So I help structurally make changes in the connective tissue of the body. I help them movement-wise understand what's been holding them back, what doesn't allow them full freedom in their joints, in their breathing, and in their vital capacity. So today we're going to work here to help Karen, who's come in with a few difficulties in her lower back and in her rib cage and in her neck. And I'm going to try and help her through movement education and through structural change work. When she feels better and more relaxed in her body, the horse is going to respond in kind. So stand in your own way first. So this is how you normally stand, right? And you're feeling pain in your lower back right here, kind of a kissing spine sort of thing. You're hyperextending, you're extending and hyperextending your lower back, and it's really pinching the bones, and that's probably why you're feeling that pain right along the bone. So if I push down now, you're going to feel how the force goes through your chest, goes back, your pelvis goes forward. Don't let me hurt you. And there's a balance, there's no support through you. So now we're going to change that a little bit by bringing your pelvis and legs back and your chest a tiny bit forward. And that's going to feel a little strange, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now when I push down here, there's so much more solidity and strength. Yeah. Does that make sense? Let's try one more thing. Take it back to where it was, the old posture, and then try and twist your pelvis really gently from side to side. Find the new posture where your chest is slightly forward, your shoulders are sitting at the sides. You probably feel like you're tipping forward, but you're actually, if we look along the side, you're actually aligned ear over shoulder, over hip, over ankle. Now when I push down, there's real solidity there, and your pelvis just twisted from side to, can you feel how much easier that is? From the Alexander technique, the primary control and balance through the body starts at the neck and continues on down the spine. Developmentally, we develop from the neck down, shoulders first, then down to the legs. So anything that gets bound up in the neck, and especially the relationship between the head and the neck, and between the neck and the chest, is going to limit how the rest of your body moves. What we want to do is take you now to the table and evaluate a little bit your ease of movement in all the directions, and find out if there's some things we can undo here first and make some changes that will connect all the way down to your lower back. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we want to connect the chest to the head and neck. So there's a set of muscles, longissimus, that run all the way from your skull, all the way along the outside edges of your transverse processes of your spine, all the way down your back to your lumbar region, and connect all the way down to the sacrum. You know very well on the horse is the part that extends, and you want that to be connected all the way through a person and all the way through a horse.
Yes.
And it shapes where your lumbar spine ends up, whether it ends up in a concave position or it ends up in a nice, fully supported, capable back. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks. So right here, I want you to lift up your head and put it down. Good. So some of the difference between this work and, say, like a massage where we're trying to get you to relax, I don't so much want you to relax your muscles. I want you to be able to kind of relax the whole fascial network in which the muscles live, but at the same time, you want to be able to engage those muscles. You actually do all the work. I do very little of this work. And you have to make the changes. Just pretend you're changing the patterns in your brain. You just imagine the movement. Imagining actually does the movement. So can you feel that it's much easier to find that easy posture now?
It is, definitely. What this has taught me, this is the first time I've ever worked with Stuart, or this philosophy of working with a person's body, and what excites me is that I can see how so directly it relates to the horse and what we're actually trying to do as riders. We have to be able to manipulate the horse's frame so he uses the right muscles, because we can't explain it otherwise. So this is very exciting to me because I see the correlation.
I do the same kind of work with horses.
Excellent.
So I go in there and I show them where those tissues need to be engaged. So I'm talking to their brain the whole time. We change the fascial network, we restructure their body so that they can begin to undo the structural patterns that are
Yeah.
keeping them in the movement patterns that they don't want and you don't want.